This video is my 100th suggestion video. It's a pretty significant milestone in my opinion. I'd just like to thank you guys for suggesting so many cars and planes over the past year. I've had a great time reviewing them all, and I mean it's been a good filler for my channel and kept it going because there's not always a new car or plane for me to review, and suggestions really engage the audience and help me review older cars from the past that haven't gotten any recent releases. So thank you guys so much again. I really do appreciate all these suggestions. And let's get into the 100th suggestion suggested by Cool Cars 95. Thank you very much for the suggestion. I really do appreciate, and although the suggestion process is currently closed, I will be reopening it in the next few weeks. Just let me get a little bit more caught up with my current suggestions. And now, like I said in my previous suggestion video, I have a list of the birthday requests I have in the description below, and it'd be very, very good if you would look down there and verify and clarify that birthday request. If you do have one with me, I just want to make sure it's all correct so I don't screw it up on your birthday. So that would really be good if you check that for me. I've only gotten a few clarifications, so please do so if you haven't already. So now let's get into a review here of the variations of Doc Hudson. Now we have quite a few variations here to talk about today, and I won't discuss their specific releases because there are a lot. So let's just start here with the basic first ever released Doc Hudson back in 2006, and he has been released many times since then. I do have some of his most recent releases. Here is the 2014 Doc Hudson. I also got the 2015 one as well, which is very nice. I love the art they use for this one in particular. It looks very, very nice. And the most recent release of Doc Hudson in 2016 was the Fabulous Doc Hudson, which is actually a pretty sought after car. So now this Doc Hudson, like I said, was released originally in 2006. I'm sure you guys all know what he looks like because he is basically the main character in the movie. He's got this nice chrome grille here that is connected to the base here. Just take a look at the base right there. Now I actually do have my original Doc Hudson from 2006 right here, and as you can see, the chrome is kind of, I guess you could say, corroded or whatever you'd like to say, but yeah, it's definitely got some wear on it. And yeah, I did kind of play with it when I was younger, but it's not in horrible condition. I do have this replacement here that I got somewhere along the way, but he has these nice white wall tires, Hornet right there on the stripe going across his side, as you can see written in red letters, Hornet there. He's got some nice hood ornaments across the hood there, very, very nice. And onto the back here, no license plate, but we do have the tail lights right there, and kind of a spot for where the license plate would go, but it's not actually printed in. I will be actually doing a review of the Precision Series Doc Hudson in the next few weeks, and the reason I just thought of that is because that version actually does have a license plate, and we'll be taking a look at that in that video. So up next here we have the Fabulous Hudson Hornet, or as they called him in 2016, Fabulous Doc Hudson. Now I definitely prefer to call him Fabulous Hudson Hornet because it's just a cooler name, and that's what it literally says here on the side, Fabulous Hudson Hornet. So this is the Doc Hudson when he was racing, and in his racing season. I don't really believe he had this like currently in the Cars movie, but he did have the headset to go along with it. So I guess he actually did, because he ended up taking the headset off at the end of the movie, so this really only made a brief appearance. But he's got some awesome decals on here. He's got kind of like the older Piston Cup logo on the left side here, and twin horsepower, I'm assuming that stands for. Fabulous Hudson Hornet across the side there, number 51. And now he's got some awesome decals on the back here. We got some more Hornet and Hudson. Hornet up top, Hudson on the bottom there. Same decals on the side here. If you look on the roof, it says Hudson Hornet and 4 number 51. Now this is similar to how Lightning McQueen has his signature kind of right there on the edge of the roof. Here's McQueen real quick so you can see his signature. Lightning McQueen is right there. So very similar to how Doc Hudson had it as well, although it's not a signature, but it's his name. Now, another cool thing about this release is he's got these nice red tires here, which is present in the Dirt Track Doc Hudson, which is the same as regular Doc Hudson, but has the addition of the red tires in the front and back. So it's kind of a combination of these two Doc Hudsons right here. So that's basically all for Dirt Track Doc Hudson as well. There is no difference between him and the original version of Doc. Literally, it's just the tires there, as you can see. Instead of white walls, he has the nice red racing tires. Now here is the Fabulous Doc Hudson that does not have the racing red tires, but has the original white wall tires. So now I don't believe this version actually appeared in the movie. I'm kind of confused on how they appeared, but if anyone knows the exact appearances of him, please let me know in the comment section below, because I'm not entirely sure if the Fabulous Doc Hudson here appeared with the decals and the regular white tires. But as you can see, same as this version, just without the red tires there. So now let's move on to kind of some more cut straight releases here that aren't as confusing. Now this is when he was being a crew chief for Lightning McQueen at the end of the movie. So it's just the Fabulous Doc Hudson with an addition of a nice headset, just like the other crew chiefs have. He's got this nice cool headset, goes down to the bottom here. And now this is actually the 2015 release of Fabulous Doc Hudson here with headset and with this cool stand as well. If you want to see my full review of the stand here, you can check out the description below. He was in 2016 Deluxe Case W. And now this is an awesome stand. It honestly looks really good. It's got TV, some tools, just some great detailing in it. I think it's probably the best accessory Mattel has ever made. So if you'd like to see my full review of that, again, it'll be down in the description below. Now, although that being a really cool Doc Hudson, this right here is my favorite release of Doc, just because of how cool it looks. We've got decked out Doc Hudson here, which is the holiday version of him. He's got an awesome Santa hat on the top here, which is kind of like a nice firm plastic, not cheap at all. The white part is texturized there, kind of to make it seem like it's, you know, soft and fuzzy, just like a hat would be. And he's got the nice kind of red drooping over it. Just looks amazing. Now he's got kind of a mixture of the white wall tires and the red tires, because it's white going around and red in the center there, which just looks very good and matches the Christmas kind of spirit. And he's got a Christmas wreath on his hood here with a nice ribbon. Now the best thing in my opinion about him is that he's got this awesome kind of metallic Spectraflame paint, and if you can kind of see it at this angle, there's like glitter in the paint, so it kind of sparkles unlike the other versions, which is just really cool in my opinion, because, you know, it just kind of adds to that holiday spirit. So otherwise he is the same as the regular Doc Hudson. He actually does have that one addition on the back here with the, I'm not really sure what to call it. This would probably be used to open the trunk there, but I'm not sure the exact terminology, and that little logo there which would say Hornet on it. So just kind of a little bit more of an addition to the back there. Don't really know why, but it is there. Now moving on from just the Mattel releases, I do have this Disney Parks release of Obi-Wan Kenobi as Doc Hudson. Just an awesome car right here. Now I didn't include this in the thumbnail because it's not technically Mattel, but it's definitely worth showing in the video. It's got a awesome color to him, just like Obi-Wan Kenobi would have in the Star Wars movies. He's got this nice blue lightsaber. Now, although I don't know much about the Star Wars movies, I have to say this looks pretty awesome. Now, I would have to think that this is definitely a legitimate, or I guess you could say good choice of a matching of characters, because they're both pretty wise. And he has these kind of dirt eyes. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but there's like dirt on the eyes, which is kind of weird. Maybe that kind of relates to something along with the character Obi-Wan Kenobi, but I'm not entirely sure myself. So that is all for the variations of Doc Hudson. Let me know in the comment section below which version of Doc Hudson is your favorite. Like I said, it's definitely the Christmas decked out version of Doc Hudson here on the right. Just looks really cool with that paint. So, thanks again for all the suggestions. I hope you enjoyed the 100th suggestion video. These only come around so often, so I hope you did enjoy it. And thank you, CoolCars95, for the suggestion. I hope the video lived up to what you'd hoped it'd be. I'll see you guys on Saturday for another video. Don't believe I'll be doing a Friday video this week. Just probably not, because I've kind of gotten caught up, but we'll see. So, see you guys for the next video. Bye now.